Assalamu alaikum students, how are you? Hope you will be fine at your homes. So now students, your third week is started now and the class 6 and lecture number 3 I am going to deliver. This is your book of English maths of class 6 countdown, and today we will learn the chapter number 8, Introduction to Algebra, and we will learn how to solve exercise number 8a. So first of all, I want to tell you about sentence and statement. As I written here, sentence and statement. So students, what is sentence? A sentence is a set of words or symbols that convey some meanings, some proper meanings. If a sentence unable to convey the message, convey the proper meaning, that is not called sentence. Sentence is just is a set of words or symbols that convey some proper meaning. For example, consider the example I have written on the board. The earth moves around the sun. This is sentence. Go on. Why are you so glad? Give me a pen. A liquid flows from a lower level to a higher level. 4 is less than 6. 2 and 2 make 4. 6 is greater than 8. So students, have you observed? Here are the sentence number 1, 6 and 7 are the true sentences, because it clears the meanings. The earth moves around the sun. We have understand all the meanings of this sentence. In this way, the sentence number 6, 4 is less than 6. It is completely conveying the message that 4 is less than 6. Yes, we know 4 is the less than 6. In this way, the sentence 7, 2 and 2 make 4. Yes, we know 2 and 2 make 4. But look at the other sentences. Go on. What is this? Go on. Sentence number 2. This sentence is not wrong. So first of all, let's see the sentence. 5 and 7, that is wrong. 5 and 8. These two sentences are wrong. A liquid flows from lower level to a higher level. We all know liquid cannot flow from the lower level to the higher level, because it can flow higher level to the lower level. So that's why the sentence number 5 is wrong. In this way, let's see that sentence number 8, 6 is greater than 8. Students, we all know 8 is greater than 6, not 6 is greater than 8. So that's why the sentence number 8 is also wrong. So come to the left sentences. Sentence number 2. Go on. Sentence number 2. 3 and 4. Have you observed? These sentences are neither true, neither false. Because go on, what is true, what is false in this sentence? I don't know it is true or not, it is false or not. So these are neither wrong or neither false. These are not sentences. Why are you so glad? So what is this? Why are you so glad? Give me a pen. Students, these sentences not are true, not or false. I want to say you the sentences, just those sentences which are conveying the proper meaning, like the earth moves around the sun, the completely statement are true. Yes, I know. Which sentences giving the quality of truth, that sentence is called a sentences. That is called sentence. That is called sentence, and this sentence is called sentence. And what about these? These are statements. I told what is the difference between sentence and statements. These are statements. Students, a sentence that either true or false is known as statement. A sentence that is either true or false is known as statement. So let's see, for example, he is the president of Sindh Club. So student, the sentence is he is the president of Sindh Club. So what is he? What is the here is the problem, he. We don't know about who is that he. Who is that he? This statement cannot deliver the proper meaning of this sentence. This statement cannot satisfy us with proper meaning. So that's why this is called statement, not sentence. Clear, students? About sentence and about statement. This is the difference between sentence and statement. Student, here one thing is more in your book. But here is a something more, open statement. What is open statement? What is open statement? So students, in an open statement, it is not immediately known whether the statement is true or false, because not all the information available. What the mean? For example, we are written here as in your book. So students, you learn open statement. Open statement is, it is not immediately known whether the statement is true or false, because not all the information available at a time. We all not have all the information in the world, so we can't tell the right information. So students, I have some example here. For example, this is the statement, one statement. Students, in your book, the page number 120, you have these examples. For example, I want to explain from these examples. This is the statement. What is this? This blank. What about this blank? Can it is complete? How can we complete it? For example, this we put in the box 2 here. So it will make 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. Is it 5? No, that is wrong. For example, here I put 8 minus 2 is equal to, for example, when we solve it, so it would be 6. So that's, yes, this is right. In this way, we have to put here, what we have to put here? We have to put here 5, so that it is satisfied the statement. We have to place that number which is satisfied the statement that is true. For example, if we put that number, from which number can I put here, which is multiplied by 3? If any number is multiplied 3 and answer will be 15, which is number is 5. If I write number is 5, so can this statement is true? Can it true? 5 multiply 3, 5 3s are 15. Yes, it could be right. So the number is 5 that make the statement true. Students, on the other hand, solve these examples. For example, I write here any number. What can we write here? We can write here 5. If we write here 5, so that will be in this way. 7 plus 5, 12 is equal to 5. Yes, that is true. What number will come here? 4 6 are, yes, it is 24. We can write here and we can write here 24 also. What will come here? That could be that we could find the answer 5. The number will come here 9. Yes, the number will come here 9. If we put here 9, so 9 minus 4, 5 is equal to 5. That's the statement. All the statements are true. Will be true. So it is final. Now, a number that makes the open statement true is said to satisfy the statement. Only one number can be used in an open statement to make it a true statement. Only one number can be used. So I have used 5, just one number. I have used 6, one number, and I have used 5, just one number. So we have to use only one number to make the statement true. So next is the student. These are about the sentence, statement, and open statement. Hope you are understand about this, and let's start to learn what is variable and constant. Students, now I have written the variable and constants. So what is, first of all, I want to tell you about the variables. Student, a variable is a symbol that represent a quantity of value which is not known. That represent a quantity of value which is not known. So here are some examples. For example, these are the statements. So which number you are looking in this statement, which haven't any value which is not known. So can you see this? Here are 7 plus x is equal to 12. So we know about 7. 7 is the fixed number. We all know about 7 is 7 and 12 is 12. But we don't know about this x. What is this x? We don't know. It is strange for us. What is this x? So x haven't any value. I don't know about what is x. So value of x is not known. So how can I solve this equation? Can I put here 1? If I put here 1, 7 plus 1 in place of x, can I put here 1? Maybe the value of x will be 1. So I want to put here 1. So 7 plus 8 is equal to 12. No, that's the wrong. Because 8 is not equal to 12. So it means the value of x is not the 1. So what will be the value of x? The value of x is not given. That's why it is called variable. Students, variable are denoted by these numbers. In mathematics, for example, with these letters a, small b, c, x, y, z. Usually we saw in the mathematics books a, b, c, x, y, z. These are the letters which is used in place of used as a variable. So how can I solve this equation? For example, this is the variable. Students, can you tell me what is the variable in this sentence? 4 is, we know about the 4. 4 is 4, 6 is 6, and we can solve this part. But What is this? This is y. Y is the variable. Y will be the variable because we have not know about the fixed number. What is the value of y? So in this sentence, z is the variable. Now, students, what about these numbers? This is the variable in this sentence. This is the variable in this sentence, and this is the variable in this sentence. So what about these numbers which have their own value? 7 has his own value is 7, and 12 value is 12, 4 value is 4. So these all numbers have their own values called constant. So students, a variable is a symbol that represents a quantity, that value which is not known, but a term that has a fixed value and appears separately from the variable called constant. So clear, student? Have you learnt about variable? What is variable and what is constant? Okay, good. Students, now let's start. What is algebraic expression? So let me tell you what is algebraic expression. In algebraic expression, students, any numeral variable or combination of variable or variables connected by one or more sign of fundamental operation. You know fundamental operation, which are the fundamental operations: plus, minus, multiply and divide. So students, these four fundamental operations, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, together with numerals are used in the arithmetic or tackle various problems in mathematics. So in algebra, these four operations are used in mathematics. With the help of these fundamental operations, we solved many problems of mathematics. So these are the fundamental operations. Students, now what is the algebraic expression? Any numeral, any numbers, any numeral variable of combination of variable and variables connected by one or more sign of fundamental. If one or more sign, maybe it will be the plus, it will be minus, and it will be all the signs. So all the signs will come in one equation, is known as algebraic operation. So for example, in your book I have some examples. For example, we have here x, next a plus b, next 2a minus 3b square. Let's see these some examples. These are algebraic expression. Students, these are the algebraic expression, and in this, these are the simple variable, and in this is the a and a plus b. Sorry, a and b. In a plus b, in the statement a plus b, a and b is called are the term of expression. These are called expression. Students, a and b is called expression, and in here in this term, in this statement, terms of expression 2a minus 2a and minus 3b square. So have you got the point, students? In this statement, A plus B, A and B are the terms of expression. These are the terms of expression. A is called the term of expression, of algebraic expression, and in this way, in this equation, 2A and 3B are the term of expression. In this way, I have written some example here. X, for example, X, A plus B, 4x plus 2y minus 3z, A plus B, C. So in this case, in this expression, what is the terms? Students, here x is the term of this expression, and here A and B. In 4x plus 2y minus 3z, here is the x, y and z. In A plus BC, A plus B plus A, B and C. So what is the coefficient, students? First of all, I want to tell you one thing more. Is the coefficient in this, in 2xy, 2 is the coefficient of xy. 2 is the coefficient of xy. In this way, here in minus 7 ABC, minus 7 is the coefficient of A, B and C. So that's clear. Now let's start what about the, so students, let's start how to solve the exercise 8A. Exercise number 8A. The question 1 is this: are the following statement true or false or open? Let's some example. For example, I have written here question number 1 and part number 1 of exercise number 8A. First is 0 is a whole number, and we'll take any other example. 4. 17 is a natural number. And any other example? 12 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 12. Students, these are the part of question number 1 given in your books. 0 is a whole number, is it? 0 is a whole number. You have learned before previous classes, class 4, class 5, you have learned about the whole number. So 0 is not the whole number. So that's why the statement is false. So we have to mark the statement, is it true, false or open. 7 is the natural number. What about the 7? Yes, 17. 17 is the natural number, so it is true. What about this? 12 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 12. Yes, it's also true, because when we add 12 plus 3, it will come 15, and when we add the left side 3 plus 12, it will also come 15. So that's why the statement will be true. So let's start the second question. You can do by yourself. Notes will be provided to you through SMS. Students, question number 2. Question number 2 is replace the letter by numerals to make the statement true. In question number 2, there are 4 parts, and now we will do just 2 parts, and rest of the 2 parts you can do by yourself. So let's start part number 1. X plus 2 is equal to 9. have to replace the letter here in place of variable, so that we can make the statement true. So what can be added here that make the statement true? Which number I can put here to satisfy the equation? Obviously, if I add 7 plus 2, so I will got the answer 9. So that's will be right. 7 plus 2, 9 is equal to 9. So that is the 9 number which I have put here and make the statement true. So in this way, any other example, for example, 7 minus p is equal to 2. This is the second part of question number 2. So when I subtract, this is the variable. So what can we put here in place of variable? 7, when we put 5 in place of p, it means the value of p will be 5. So when we put 5 in place of p, 7 minus 5 will be 2. So 2 is equal to 2. So that's the complete question. So let's start the question number 3. So students, question number 3 given in your books. Write the following algebraic expression. So I have written some examples, some parts of question number 3 here. Let's start to solve these parts. The sum of P and Q. So you have to write this one into the algebraic expressions. So how can we write? The sum of, it means this is the sum of P and Q. We can write P plus Q. In this way, we can write the sum of P and Q. So second, the part number 3rd of question number 3. 2/3 of x added to 2y. 2/3. Concentrate, that is 2/3. It means we have to write the 2/3 of x. This is the 2/3 of x added to 2y. So this is the algebraic expression of question number 3. In this way, let's do the part number 6. 3 times a added to 4 times b means 3 times. When we have the word time, it is equal to the multiply. We have to multiply the a 3 times. For example, we will write the answer of this statement in this way. 3 times a means 3 times a means 3a. 3 will be a is multiplied by digit 3. So 3 times a added to 4 times b added to 4 times b. So b is multiplied by digit 4. So it will be the 4 times b. So in this way we can write the statement. And the last example, last part of question number 3, 10 part, 3/4 of x. Student, 3/4 of x, concentrate this one, multiplied by the difference of 2 and 5q is less than 5q. 3/4 means 3/4 of x multiplied by, this is multiplied by the difference of 2p and 5q. We write here the difference 5q and 2p, and what will come here before 2p? Can we write here 2p and 5q? No, because we have here a statement when 2p is less than 5q. So we will subtract 2p from 5q. In this way we can write the statement. This is statement 3/4 of x multiplied by the difference of 5q and 5p when 2p is less than 5q. So in this way you can do by yourself all the parts of question number 3. Let's start the question number 4. Students, question number 4 is write down separately the terms of the following algebraic expression. Write down the separately. So how can we write the separately algebraic expression? So here is a question, part number 1. We can write in this way. This is the A and this is the B and this is minus 2C. In this way we can write separately. We have separately term of the following algebraic expression. For example, part number 3, in this question, in this statement, A, B, C, 2, F, G, H, comma, minus A, F square, comma, minus B, G square, comma, minus C, H square. These are written down the separately terms of the algebraic expression which is given here. So this is the question number 4, and you can do the rest of the parts of question number 4 by yourself. Now let's start the question number 5. Write down the algebraic expression whose terms are given below. This is something different. Whose terms are given below. So in the question number 4, we have separate the algebraic expression, but in this we have to separate. We have to write in the algebraic expression because terms are given below. Because you are looking here at comma, and when I have solved the question number 4, I put the comma in the answer. So write down A. Here is nothing. No plus, no minus, no multiplication, no division. So its name here will be plus. So we can write here A as it is. Minus, here is a minus 3B. Here is also nothing. So we can assume this 4C is the plus, is of the plus 4C. And this way we can write in the algebraic expression. So this is also, we can solve the part number 2 of question number 5. We can write in this way: minus 5ABC minus 7BCD plus, because there is nothing, we can put here plus 3ABD. So these are the question number 5 and part number 2, and the rest of the parts. Now students, the rest of the part of question number you can do by yourself. Now this is that is the time you have done your exercise number 8. I hope you have understand about this. I have explained you in this lecture about the sentence, about the statement, about the variable, about the coefficient, about the algebraic expression, and as well as the fundamental expression of mathematics. How to fundamental expression, plus, minus, multiply, divides. So these I have explained, and I have also explained how to solve the exercise number 8. Students, it is so easy exercise, you can do by yourself. You do not need to take help from your parents. You can do by yourself easily. So inshallah we will see you in the next lecture with the exercise number 8B. So this is your homework. Homework is to do practice of exercise number 8. So in this week you just do the practice of exercise number 8. So take care of yourself, stay home, stay safe. Allah Hafiz.